Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you vaccines and how they work. So, what is a vaccine? As we know, vaccines are a type of treatment used to prevent diseases. Va- so, what are vaccines? For example, if you see here, this is a COVID 19 vaccine. I'll just draw a box around it. So, this vaccine contains lots of dead or inactivated COVID 19. Inactivated COVID 19 is nothing but a very weak strain that can only give you a mild cough or cold strain. So, this COVID 19 inactivated COVID 19's antigens, which are the receptors on its surface that our body is able to recognize as virus, as the original COVID virus, are very similar to the real deadly coronavirus. So, what happens is these both have almost same antigens. So, what happens? There are these cells called B cells that have small Y-shaped antibodies. So once these antibodies are kind of like receptors on a zoomed level. So antibodies are just receptors on a B cell, but they can also be used as weapons. How? It can bind two viruses together with the two ends on the tops. So, once a virus, when the antibody is attached to the cell, a virus, for example, let's say it's here, a virus attaches to the cell, then the B cell recognizes it as virus. So, it starts generating these exact antibodies. So, just this antibody can't bind to every single pathogen in the world. It can bind only to a specific virus. So, only the specific B cell should come. So, this is how a B cell gets activated. But now, let's see how do we get immunized. Some vaccines require you to take them regularly, and some require you to take them only once. For example, you need to take the polio vaccine four times. So, once a B cell is activated and the infection is over, it turns into a memory cell. It kind of just remembers the enemy. So, whenever the virus or a pathogen or a bacteria or whatever that is causing harm to your body comes up next time, the exact same variant, it will generate the antibodies much more quickly. So, you will just get a slight runny nose instead of a dangerous infection, even if you get just the real one and not the dead or inactivated one. Why should you get vaccinated? So, vaccination has strongly integrated into modern medicine, and a lot of people have grown up without being exposed to real epidemics of measles, whooping cough, and other dangerous diseases and getting severe effects. So, as I told you, antigens, which means the parts on a virus that our immune system can recognize as enemy. So, these antigenic materials are inactivated to stimulate our immune system to develop immunity to a pathogen. So, vaccines they can prevent or ameliorate morbidity from infection. Like, for example, if you take a vaccine and you get the polio virus or something, you won't get the severe disease. You might be feeling some mild symptoms. That's it. So, who invented vaccines? In 1774, Benjamin Justi tests his hypothesis that infection with cowpox, a virus which can a virus which has mild effects and spread to humans, could protect a person from smallpox, which is very severe. In May 1796, English physician Edward Jenner hears of Benjamin Justice's hypothesis, and he puts he makes a small cut on James Phipps, an 80-year-old boy, and he puts the matter collected from cowpox sores into the hand. So, after feeling unwell for several days, Phipps made a full recovery. 2 months later, to test his immunity against smallpox, Edward Jenner injected Phipps with a matter from human smallpox source, and Phipps remained in perfect health and becomes the first person to be vaccinated against smallpox. But now, instead of making a cut and injecting the matter, we use intravenous injections. So, thank you for watching this video and